Fly with the hawks. Open that third eye. Born a Hawkeye. Let's fly. Be part of the flock. Don't be part of the herd. Now let's listen in to this shocking story.
I am San Francisco District Attorney Brooke Jenkins.
Soros. S-O-R-O-S. Spelled backwards and forwards. Thank you, DeSantis, for firing the Hillsborough Soros. Because I live here. And the DHS is looking at making speech crimes and voter crimes. So let's continue.
And I want to start by first sending our well wishes to Mr. Pelosi once again. We are truly praying for a speedy recovery on his part.
Amazing.
I want to also start by thanking the San Francisco Police Department for their immediate...
I'm with the left, and we love the police department. We don't defund you. We're not, making your job hard with slap on the wrist policies at all, Like, you might arrest someone for beating the shit out of their girlfriend, and then you have to re-arrest them again. And we're not making you, question why you even work or try to uphold justice, but I'm a leftist, so...
and swift investigation of this case. I am here today to formally announce charges against Mr. David DePape.
We don't formally announce charges for anybody. Similar to the new Cook County law into effect January 1st. No bail for anybody. Kidnapping, second-degree murder, threatening public officials. It doesn't... But for this one, yes. We have a hippie, Canadian. And
connection with the violent attack on Mr. Pelosi.
He's MAGA supporter.
The charges that we are filing today include attempted murder, residential burglary, assault with a deadly weapon,
all of these
elder abuse, false imprisonment.
No bail under normally what they uphold, but they have to make a new January 6th. So listen.
Of an elder, as well as threats to a public official and their family.
Threats to a public official. Did I not just say that? In the new Cook County law, the Safety Act, which is all the Democrats' playbook, same playbook that they've all been playing around the city. Like, this is not new. That new act that's supposed to happen, they've been doing this. But for this one, they're going to charge him, and he won't get bail because he's a MAGA supporter. No words on Steve Scalise being shot in the ribs and almost through his heart from a Bernie supporter. None of that. Not when the guy went to the ICE facility and shot it up with a ghost gun and threw Molotov cocktails. None for that. None for the BLM rioters that really did an insurrection. I think that was January 5th of 2019. I'm not sure. They lit guard posts on fire and they attacked Capitol Police and injured them. But nope, none of that.
These charges are based on the following facts, many of which are contained in the federal affidavit that was filed today, as well as will be contained in the motion to detain Mr. DePape that we file tomorrow. Mr. DePape specifically targeted the Pelosi home to confront Speaker Pelosi.
Oh.
He forced his way into the home.
There? I thought the 911 call said. I thought Mr. Pelosi. I thought he was already there, and he knew him by name. How was that? Oh.
Home through a rear glass door by breaking that glass.
Okay.
The defendant made his way upstairs to the second floor of the home, locating...
He passed by Nancy's 3 probably $10,000 freezers, the the nice deep freezers she has. Remember during COVID when nobody else could leave or anything, she was showcasing her expensive ice cream, and the Bidens love ice cream. Ice cream, pizza, it's all the same, but he must have had to pass that.
Mr. Pelosi in his bed sleeping. He woke him up, confronting him about the whereabouts of Speaker Pelosi.
So Mr. Pelosi was sleeping, but in the 911 call, he's quite acute and aware of a friend that is in need of assistance, and he knows the friend by name? Okay, sounds like a MAGA supporter.
Pelosi. Mr. Pelosi, who was sleeping, was wearing a loose-fitting pajama shirt and boxer shorts.
Ooh.
He was forced to get out of bed, and at some point during that encounter, Mr. Pelosi attempted to access the elevator in the home, which has...
He ran past those $10,000 freezers with all that gelato and ice cream in it that Nancy loves and adores, because any elitist that, like, when everybody else is broke and fending for, like, ramen noodles, she loves to show off her freezer. And then he went into his elevator? Okay.
Phone. The defendant then blocked Mr. Pelosi's access to that elevator. It was at some point after that...
White privilege? Elevator. Elevator? Who has an elevator in their house?
Mr. Pelosi asked to go to the bathroom, which is where he was able to call 911 from his cell.
God, that guy must have been so, like, intent on, like, harming him. He asked to go to the bathroom, and he was allowed. Wow. Sounds like he had a meth enthralled, infused, psychopathic hippie with BLM and a weed pride flag on his front lawn. And I use that loosely because his front lawn pertains to a homeless encampment where he just parked a vehicle and lives there. But these are the terms we have to come up with nowadays. That's his house, right? They don't believe in private property. They don't believe in it.
Phone. The defendant, realizing that Mr. Pelosi had called 911, took Mr. Pelosi downstairs near the front door of the residence. 2 police officers arrived at the front door 2 minutes after that 911 call.
Did you just hear that? Sounds like white privilege. Sounds like, no, it sounds like liberal privilege. Let me repeat that.
Near the front door of the residence.
In your hometown, how long would it take for the police to get to your location if you were in a dire situation? Listen to this again. While they want to defund the police.
2 police officers arrived at the front door 2 minutes after that 911 call.
2 minutes. Yet they are the ones championing for defunding police? Protection for thee, but not we? Rules for thee, but not me.
When that door was opened, the defendant was holding his hammer, which Mr. Pelosi appeared to be attempting to control by holding a portion of that hammer. The defendant then pulled the hammer away from Mr. Pelosi and violently struck him in the top of his head.
Horrible.
The police then immediately apprehended the defendant. What we also have learned is that the defendant brought to the location of the Pelosi residence a second hammer, as well as zip ties, rope, and a roll of...
A real liberal. A real liberal. A sickle and a hammer. Didn't even need a broomstick. He went in there with a hammer, guys. Kind of defeats the purpose when you can sneak into supposedly, right? Like this MAGA extremist snuck into the third in line for the president's house. With a hammer?
What is clear based on the evidence that we have thus far is that this house and the speaker herself were specifically targets of the defendant. As for next steps, the defendant is expected to be arraigned tomorrow afternoon. My office will be filing a motion to detain him without...
Bullshit. There's nothing more you need to say. Y'all are playing games. It's a ploy. People are waking up. Why do you think New York is finna turn red? Why do you think y'all need so much? And I'm not even going to say it because I'm on YouTube, but y'all know what y'all are doing. It's like, when you do certain things to the test, let me put it this way. When I was young and I didn't know I was going to pass a test, I would type it in the smallest font. I would print the smallest font answers out onto my pen, and I would tape a pen. And it just looked like a pen. If you were far away, you couldn't read it. But the pen had all the answers on it. So if y'all have to do this, that means that the majority don't believe in what you're doing because you are simply cheating on that test. Y'all are cheating on the test right now. And y'all are proving it, and y'all are showing y'all are cheating on the test. And the majority of people are waking up. Everybody sees it. We've all seen it. You know, we've been stifled, we've been censored, we've been silenced, but it's okay. It's okay because a majority of people are waking up to your games. Okay? I love y'all. Born a Hawkeye. I'm out. Mr. Pelosi, I hope he got to his emergency panic room elevator shaft where he opened up the medicine cabinet that had his and Nancy's emergency flasks. I hope he had a shot of whiskey when he was calling the police so he could really get his medicine that was needed. But, you know, because he had a DUI and he, like, you know, got off on no charges. But that's neither here nor there. It's liberal privilege. I love y'all. Born a Hawkeye. I'm out.